What's up everyone, my name is Alex Costa, and as guys, as men, we have to make sure that we're not looking like cavemen. And our body hair is gonna play a big role in that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to be a hairless specimen, as smooth as a dolphin gliding through the ocean, right? But you have to find the right balance between taking care of yourself and your looks while not going over the top and just being too perfect. But what does that look like? How do we find that balance? Well, that is what today's video is all about. Let's go over one, what it looks like, and two, how to actually get rid of unwanted hair. And let's start with our nose and ears, for example. Right? There's no reason as to why you'd want those hairs to be visible, coming out of your nose, coming out of your ear. Nobody wants to see that. So that's an easy decision. Get rid of any visible nose hairs and any visible ear hair. Because guess what? If you can see it, then other people can too, and it needs to go. It's as simple as that. Now, to get rid of it, you're gonna want a tool like the Weed Whacker from our sponsor, Manscaped. They make amazing men's grooming products that will make your grooming routine so much easier, more practical, and fun. Look how nice this trimmer looks. I know nose hair trimmers aren't really supposed to look good or sexy, but this one, it actually does. And this is funny, this is interesting. They did a poll and 79% of partners admitted that long nose hairs is a major turnoff. That's like 80% of people saying that no, we don't like nose hair. So you know what? I can see why, I get it. Who likes nose hair? Right, so get the Weed Whacker. It's so easy to take care of nose hair with this tool. Just insert it into your nose, not too deep, just a little bit to get any of the long hairs that are close to the surface. And remember guys, that the hair up there is actually to protect your body. So you don't want to get rid of all of the hair, just trim it down so that they're not visible to people around you. Next, let's talk about the eyebrows. Now, most guys don't even touch their eyebrows, right? Because they're scared it's gonna look too feminine, or maybe because they just don't care. I'll tell you what, this couldn't be further from the truth. It's not gonna be too feminine to take care of your eyebrows. Overly long and bushy eyebrows are just not the way to go. They make you look older than you really are, and they make you look unkempt. So you don't have to go to a salon and get waxing unless you have a lot going on there, like a unibrow, for example. All you need are some good tweezers and just pluck anything in between the brows to avoid that unibrow action. There should be two, not one, all right? And do not use a razor because that's too wide and it's not gonna look good, all right? It doesn't remove the hair, it leaves the root in there, so you're not really doing much. Make sure to pluck them out. And guys, unless you're a professional, please do not trim your eyebrows with a beard trimmer. It's just not gonna look good, trust me. Next up, we have the armpits and the groin, you know? So unless you're an athlete, star swimmer, or you really don't like the aesthetic of it, I don't really recommend shaving those areas. Shaving is going to irritate the areas so that you then have to keep shaving, or it's gonna look weird and it's gonna get very itchy and uncomfortable when you move your arms, when you walk around. So what I would recommend is trim it all down with an electric trimmer. Now, if you don't have one already, or if you're in the market for a new one to upgrade yours, you definitely have to check out the new Lawn Mower 4.0 from Manscaped. They have products designed to take care of the most precious and sensitive areas of your body. And their newest product, the Lawn Mower 4.0, is the perfect example of it. Just look at the shape of this trimmer. It's perfect for a tight grip in the shower where you're probably gonna be using it because yes, it is waterproof. So you can trim dry or, like I said, in the shower, and then just clean it right after by running it underwater. It's super easy and simple. Now, the most important part of this trimmer is the SkinSafe replaceable blade. The SkinSafe technology, this blade is made to help prevent nicks, snags, and tugs because trust me, boys, you don't want that when you're going to town down there. You know what I mean? That would suck. That would suck. It also has an LED spotlight, so when you're exploring areas that are hard to see, hard to reach, you're not gonna miss any spots. And the truth is, we all know that most girls like men who manscape. So if you haven't started yet, I highly recommend you keep it nicely trimmed down there, especially, you know, if you have a special occasion coming up, make sure that you look good. And it comes with two different guards, so you know, you can pick your personal preference, whatever's more comfortable to you, whatever looks better to you, or you can pick your partner's preference, whatever they like. Now, I know some of you guys might be wondering, what is the difference from Lawn Mower 3.0 to 4.0? So here's a side-by-side comparison. definitely a major upgrade from the older version. So I'm gonna be leaving a link to manscaped.com in the description below so that you can get yours. Make sure to check it out. Next, the most annoying for me personally, hair on the back of the neck. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not there. Like, everyone else can see it. You know, my bun kind of hides it a little bit, but every time I start getting hairy here, I'm like, oh, damn it, here we go again. You know, I gotta shave it, and then actually use one of these right here, just a mirror like this, and I'll look at it and shave it. You know, and it works okay. I think that's probably the best way of doing it, unless you want to ask someone that lives with you to help you out. Sometimes my girlfriend Robbie will help me out. But the easiest way is to really just make sure that you have a mirror behind you, like your bathroom mirror. Use this, and you're gonna be able to see the back of your neck. And then you can go ahead and shave it properly. Go easy, do not go too high, because otherwise you're gonna be screwed. So make sure that you go easy, take it easy. By the way, that's a really good tip for you guys who are letting your hair grow like mine, or maybe you're just in between haircuts and your back of your neck gets pretty hairy, so your hairstyle starts to look messy. It starts to look unkempt. It starts to look like you haven't really cleaned yourself, taken care of yourself. So what I would say is, in between haircuts, make sure that you're shaving the back of your neck to look like you just got a fresh haircut. Now, I get a lot of this question, Alex, do you shave your arm? Do you trim your arms? Like, what do you do with your arms and your legs? Now, I would not recommend you shaving your arms. If you want to do it, by all means, but what I would say is trim it. Shaving it is gonna make you feel pretty rough. Like, anyone touches you, hugs you, runs their hands through your arms, and it's gonna be very, very spiky, very rough. Now, I'm pretty hairy. You guys have seen it. I've talked about it a bunch of times. This is me freshly trimmed, right? I just used the Lawn Mower 4.0, and I literally just trim all the way here. I get some hair right here in the back of my triceps as well, so I use that. Thankfully, I don't get much on my back, but I definitely make sure that I trim. Same for my legs. I do it in the shower. I just go in the shower, trim my legs down. You know, I have a lot of tattoos on my legs, so I wanna make sure that people can see my tattoos. Coming from a hairy guy, trust me, it's like, if I don't trim, my tattoo is just literally gonna be covered in hair. So I always make sure that I trim. Probably once every 10 days or so, I trim my arms and my legs. My legs, less so than my arms. My arms, maybe 10 days. My legs, probably once a month. You know, if I know that I'm going to the beach, if it's summertime, then I might do it more often. If I'm going on a vacation. Like I said, I do it because I'm a hairy Brazilian dude. I'd say that most guys probably don't have as much hair as I do. Lucky you, you know, you don't have to deal with this. But for me, I have to make sure that I'm trimming my body so that it doesn't look crazy. Now, how about your stomach, your abs, right? Well, I do the same that I do with my arms, like a guard number 2 or 3 just on my abs. You know, I work out hard every single day, and I wanna make sure that people can see it if I take my shirt off. So I definitely do trim it. My chest is shaved. Some guys like that, some guys don't like that, whatever you prefer. It's really, guys, it's really personal preference. You know, some people look at me, they're like, why do you shave your chest? And I'm like, because I like it. There's no other answer besides I like it. It makes me feel better, makes me feel more confident, makes me feel more comfortable. My girlfriend likes it. Now, you know, if she didn't like it, then maybe I'd let it grow a little bit longer, but it's completely up to you. So I highly recommend you guys check out the Manscaped Lawn Mower 4.0 to get your body right, to make sure that you look the way that you want to look. If you want a guard number 2, you got it. If you want a little bit longer, you can do that. It gives you the versatility that you need, whether you're trimming your arms, your legs, your stomach, your chest, it doesn't matter, it will get the job done. But most importantly, the SkinSafe technology will protect your below, your jewels, to make sure that you're not nicking, tugging, or cutting anything of value. Now, I know you guys have asked me before, Alex, how about laser hair removal? I'll give you my experience with it because I have done it. It is definitely painful. It is pretty expensive, and it takes about 8 treatments, which takes about a full year because you have to wait 6 weeks between sessions. Do I recommend it? Yeah, I liked it. I definitely do, but it's not for everyone. It is definitely not for everyone. I got my neck done here, and it got rid of a lot of ingrowns that I hated, and it was really painful and red and irritated, so that was super helpful. So it's an option, but most guys are just gonna wanna trim and keep it tidy, and that's what I would recommend. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned anything new, hit that subscribe button below. Of course, check out manscaped.com. There's gonna be a link here in the description for you guys to get your lawnmower 4.0, and of course, the weed whacker to keep your nose and your ears trimmed at all times. Make sure that you look your best. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Peace.